Introducing Bjarne Riis, the legend from Herning. Let me tell you who this guy is before we go over what he said about Team Visma and Vingegaard. This is pretty important for those of you who aren't in the cycling community or have just joined. So, Bjarne Riis was born on April the 3rd of 1964 in Herning, Denmark. He was nicknamed the Eagle from Herning. He made his mark in cycling history by winning the 1996 Tour de France, securing 4 individual stages, including a breathtaking mountain victory, and earning national time trial titles and a win at the Amstel Gold Race. He later went on to manage top teams, guiding talents like Alberto Contador, Carlos Sastre, and Andy Schleck to Grand Tour victory. Few knew what winning and managing a Tour de France takes. He's seen the inner workings of team strategy and Grand Tour pressures, so when Riis speaks, people listen. Riis slams stage 6, plain stupid, amateurish riding. Riis's frustration blew up during stage 6, a hilly day from Bayeux to Vram-Normandy that Team Visma rode aggressively, but the result was a mixed opportunity and wasted strength. He wrote, quote, "What on earth were Visma thinking with the way they were racing today? All of it amounted to wasted energy. They did very little right and nearly everything wrong. Frankly, it was just plain stupid." He did not spare Wout van Aert either. Quote, "Wout van Aert rode like an amateur. He launched himself into an early break, completely headless, he blew himself up, and he finished 117th, almost 20 minutes behind Ben Healy. Well done, Wout." Riis was harsh. Aggressive racing has its place, but when it drains your domestiques, or worse, splits your team's focus, it is counterproductive, so we agree with him on that half. He laid down the law. A team with a GC favourite needs to ride with restraint, intelligence, and especially unity. Stage 15. Cutting him in half. Rude. Riis sounded the alarm again after stage 15. Vingegaard was caught behind a crash early in the stage, pinned back and desperate to rejoin the race. Meanwhile, 3 teammates were off chasing breakaway positions. Riis' headline verdict was, quote, "The team is cutting him in half, and I really think it's rude. What the hell are they thinking?" Then he zeroed in, quote, "Early in the stage, Jonas Vingegaard had to struggle to close a gap that his teammates themselves helped to create." He summed it up bluntly, quote, "Jonas seemed abandoned by his team, who were more interested in the stage win." Riis' message: this isn't just sloppy racing, it's a failure of loyalty. In moments like these, Vingegaard needs support, not abandonment. Columns of fury. Hopeless. Downright disgraceful. He's riding on the wrong team. The crescendo of Riis's criticism came a little later. In another bt.dk column, the tone went beyond frustration. It turned fierce. He first declared, quote, "Their racing style is completely hopeless. I just don't get it." He questioned whether Vingegaard should even be on Visma. Quote, "After Sunday's stage, it's a legitimate question to ask whether Jonas should start looking for another team. They clearly don't have time, don't have him as their top priority. It's so disappointing to watch." He ridiculed the management's prioritization of Van Aert. Quote, "The team is hanging him out to dry, and I think it's downright disgraceful. What the hell are they thinking? Jonas isn't getting the support he needs. Right now, he's riding for the wrong team." He didn't hold back. Quote, "Show the man some respect. He's fought hard to be where he is. Show respect for the world-class rider that he is." The message here is clear. This isn't sport strategy, it's nearly scandalous neglect. Riis framed it as a betrayal of expectations for a man who's twice won the Tour. Why Riis is so critical, dissecting an underlying meaning. Now, let's break down what Riis actually means, and why his barbs sting so strongly. Misplaced energy and strategy. He's not opposed to energy, they need to contest stages, but burning domestiques early, especially when your GC leader is compromised, is textbook mismanagement. It shows a lack of situational strategy. Divided priorities and loyalty. Whether the management's promise to Van Aert is genuine or misguided, it divides the team's purpose. A domestique should be all in for the leader, especially in the mountains, yet Van Aert was fueled by personal ambition. Broken trust and team cohesion. Riis emphasizes the psychological angle. Quote, abandoning Vingegaard erodes trust in a sport built on unity and sacrifice. That is damning. National pride and loyalty. Riis's final statement, quote, as a Dane I can't help but think, Jonas, you've got to do something about this. How well does he have to ride before Visma believe in him? He's not just any observer, he's a compatriot, and he's watching a national hero struggle under his own roof. My opinion, it's time to face the facts. Now, here's what I think. Jonas Vingegaard is in trouble at Team Visma, and it's more than just sloppy tactics. The signs are too many to ignore. Riis's repeated vocal concern is a figure with decades of Grand Tour insight. It means something serious is off. Vingegaard's own resilience, still riding and expressing confidence, shows his character, but it also makes him look like he's really struggling and just being forced to keep his mouth shut. At this point, even his wife's speaking up more than he is. Trying Vingegaard's public warning pretty much proves it. Quote, pressing the lemon too hard, noting excessive travel, training, and resource diversion on other riders. Her words stirred media debate, and I covered that in a past video if you want to go look for that, but they definitely struck a nerve at Team Visma. If the rider's wife and manager is pointing to internal strain and former Tour legends are outraged, it's high time that Visma pauses and reassesses. Jonas needs clarity, focus and support. Over-racing him to chase stages or freeing domestiques to chase their own glory is a recipe for disaster. If others on the team want stage wins, fine, but not at the cost of Vingegaard's overall ambitions. Ultimately, trust, not just in legs but in strategy and loyalty, will decide the final week. As a cycling fan, I hope Vingegaard pushes forward, but it's time for Visma to show him the respect he's earned. If not, the clock is ticking and his doubts are mounting. Lastly, I wanted to address two things. Number one is that his wife is definitely voicing her concerns more and more often. And even just now, before the Vuelta, she's actually voiced again more concerns about the beginning of this race. I'll be covering that in an upcoming video, so make sure you are subscribed if you want to find out exactly what she said and get my opinion on it. The second thing I wanted to quickly mention at the end of this video is that it's always going to be nearly impossible to try and get a team to solely focus around one rider. People get really jealous in teams, and think about it, they're all professional riders. They all want to be the GC guy, so they're not always going to help that one guy. If they see an opportunity and they won't get in trouble for taking it, then trust me, believe in me, they'll take it, 100%. And that was just a great example in stage 15 of how all the riders took the advantage and basically left the one guy who was supposed to be the favourite in the back. That didn't make them look too good, and I'm pretty much guaranteeing you that there were a lot of serious words told to those riders behind closed doors without the media about how they didn't do their job properly. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new to the channel, please click subscribe to stay up to date with the latest cycling news, cycling drama, and the cycling results. Also, leave a like on today's video for good luck, and as I always say at the end of all my videos, comment down below your opinions in the comment section, what you think about this topic, and if I've missed anything out or made any mistakes, then let me know in the comment section down below.